Alright, this is ramble number 2. I put it off until 200 mil smithing because I just don't, like, have the motivation to talk into a microphone, but whatever. So, first is 200 mil smithing. I did 200 mil smithing before I did 200 mil mining because I'm not going to do mining through Infernal Pickaxe anyway. So, the there's no downside. Like, my plan for mining is to do blast furnace, or not blast furnace, blast mine, because like it's not even the physical thing. Like, I think I can get past the physical thing of 3-4G. It's just the mental thing. It's just like so draining to do 3-4G, and I don't know why it's different because I love tick methods, but whatever. But yeah, it was a fun grind. It was a shorter grind because I didn't want to jump right into like fishing or something and end up getting burnt out faster. And it's like my favorite method I've done so far, so I enjoyed it the whole way through. I definitely miss it. Um Goals. So, or plans and goals. So, I think right now my main goal is to just keep like my year progress about the same. IRL is probably going to change that, but as long as I get about 900 a year, I'm fine. I know that's slower. I'm kind of a slower player. It's fine with me, honestly. Like, my goal is 200 mil all, but if that takes 30 years or 10 years, I don't really care. Like, I just enjoy playing the game, so like elongating it doesn't really matter to me. My next 200 mil plan is woodcutting. Like, yes, keeping redwoods is a good idea, but I think my plan AFK wise is mostly to do bone mining. So I don't really care if I lose out on redwoods, even though it's good EHP. Don't really care. So right now, what I'm currently doing is 2 tick-teaks and redwoods is AFK, and then obviously farm runs and stuff. Like I do all the new farm patches and stuff that's in the game, so I'm getting over EP per farm run, I think. So yeah, it's still, I only do like 1 tree run a day, and I don't do specials more than 1 a day. So I probably will still end up having to wait till like 2027 if I keep up doing daily, but that's fine because it's a passive skill. And then once woodcutting's done, my plans after that is fishing, artifacts with fire making, and then bake pie once I'm done with fire making. And then agi or rune crafting. My plan for rune crafting is to do Dolo Aether rune, so that's nice. Right now my alt is just getting 99 rune crafting because it has all the other requirements. Well, actually, it doesn't have 70 smithing, it doesn't have 50 con, but besides that, it has every other requirement for Wrath rune. So I just need to do Dragon Slayer 2, and then I can do Wrath rune. You can also see I'm making Spiritual Warriors. I used to do Viralts, but Viralts just like so much more effort compared to Spiritual Warriors, and even though I'm sure spring prices will go up with the removal of Treasure Hunter, I just like don't like, it's just so much easier that I don't care. But yeah, those are my goals right now. I think within the next year it's 200 mil woodcutting, keeping my pace up, and then doing some fishing and maybe trying a bit of other skills. So next is sailing. That skill was not my favorite. It was not my favorite. It wasn't bad. Like, I didn't hate it. I think a lot of people hated it, or I would assume hated it, but I just didn't care. Like, I didn't care that it was coming into the game because it was going to come into the game no matter what. Like, the people who are going to vote yes on that poll are going to vote yes, and it was going to pass. Like, I didn't, like, I wasn't kidding myself when I was thinking, like, is this going to pass? But my main problem isn't even the land expansion, because I think the land expansion part of sailing is probably the best they could have done with a new skill. They got the most out of a new skill they could. in terms of gameplay experiences possible in the future. But Barracuda Trials is just so flawed, I guess. It's not like horrible. Like I mean, Jubbly Jive is like the worst thing ever created in this game, and Temper Tantrum is just eh. Gwyneth Clyde is fine, besides for the fact that if you miss a crate, you have to do a 180 and it stops all the flow and it ruins it. It's like if you fail the trap, he would have to like go back to the beginning of the floor or something. It makes it so fucking annoying. It's so unfun. And what I'm hoping is I got 99 sailing and I don't plan on doing more until later updates. I'm hoping the new Barracuda trial will fix that, but do I have faith in Jagex? Not particularly. So I'm just gonna see how it is. At worst, that skill becomes salvaging and like my main AFK skill, which works out. So I think salvaging was actually pretty well made because I think they needed it to be well made. But besides for that, like I don't have much to say because I didn't do like fishing trawling or charting. I should have done charting, but I just put it off because I was so done with the skill by the time I thought about charting that I was like, I'm just gonna fucking do it. I don't care. And then thoughts on updates in general. This is the thing with updates. Like, I'm not a hater of updates. I don't hate all updates. I just think we should keep updates like reasonable. I think things like forestry had reasonable aspects, like the tree falling timer and I guess log basket, I don't know. And multiple people cutting the same tree. But besides for that, I just feel like that update was so unneeded. I think a lot of scaling updates tend to be unneeded because like from somebody who likes all the skills pretty much as they are now, I don't think we need to change existing methods. I think we just need to make different methods. I guess if you want to make updates for skills that already exist, I would say make different methods or add variety. That's all you really need to do. But Jagex tends to do this thing where they either add some random other AFK method, which, to be fair, I'm fine with. I don't really care, but it's just like, or they add some method that's supposed to like be a complicated good method, but they never get quite to where Sepulcher got to, where it's like the most complicated and interesting skilling activity besides like 1.5 techniques, I guess. And it's like, I don't know. I just think they really don't know how to make a good skilling update, which is why I think sailing surprised me a bit, because I was like, wow, this is actually decent, but it still had the flaws that other skilling updates I think have and will continue to have. So it's just, I don't know. I don't hate the idea of skilling updates. I just don't like the idea of something like what Forestry did, where we just add something that baseline boosts XP for zero reason. I think that's pointless, especially in Forestry's case when it completely ruins or makes an existing method like worse or easier. So like 1.5 techniques is, I think, worse in ways because like the felling timer is fucked, like RNG, I think. But it's also easier because rations give you stamina. So I don't know. That method is weird. I think I want to eventually do like a 6-hour or something of it, but I think I'm gonna stick to 2 techniques because I tend to do the more chill methods, and I'm fine just never touching 1.5 techniques in its current state because as cool as it is, it's playing alts with that actually makes me want to blow my brains out. I'll pace again. So yeah, I've been getting about 900 a year for the past couple of years. I think if I keep that up, well, I think I got 900 in 2025 and like 1.1k in 2024. And if I keep that pace up, I'm pretty much happy with that. I think I will end up playing more if my IRL situation gets changed, and I have more headspace and availability for it. But as of now, I just play the amount that I'm comfortable playing, and it's fine with me, really. I don't have a desire to go incredibly fast because this 200 mil all goal isn't is more nebulous than to other people. Like other people, it's really attainable, and to me, it's more just like a goal to strive for. While I set little other goals that I can actually achieve. Um, so I guess thoughts on the game in general and Burnout kind of combine because I've been having a lot of problems with Burnout recently. I burnt out a couple times in 2025 and I think a bit in late 2024 where I couldn't get myself to play the game. I always was AFKing for the most part. I think there was very few times where I wasn't AFKing, but I just completely burnt out on it because I was going too hard and when I wasn't going hard enough for my own liking, I was beating myself up for it. It was getting to the point where if I wasn't getting a 40 week, which I wasn't because I just didn't have the availability to do that mentally or actual scheduling wise, I just kind of got annoyed at myself and it made the game really unfun, which made me burnt out. Um so I've kind of taken that into account and decided, okay, if I look at my temple, it's not to judge the amount of hours I'm playing, it's to track progress. It's to see what I've done for this week and how I'm doing. And it's hard to not fall into the mindset of EHP matters, week matters. But as long as I'm enjoying the game and I'm playing as much as I want to, it really shouldn't. So I've been more chill about that. And it's led me to not burn out in the last, like, however long. I've been pretty active recently, especially. Um, and then I guess my thoughts on the game in general, I'm having a lot of fun, especially with the prospect of not having to play viral anymore. Um, and I think I'm excited for basically most skills. I think even though things like Agi are really long, daunting grinds, I kind of am excited for it because like the length of the grind isn't necessarily the problem. It's just the enjoyment of the activity. So like if I didn't enjoy Blast Furnace, I probably would have done a slower skill that I enjoyed more. It's really about how much I enjoy it. And I love Step. Even though I haven't done much of it, I'm like 20 mil Agi XP and a decent amount of that was Step, but some of that was a little bit of arty, a little bit of other stuff. Um So I think I'll enjoy that a lot. I think I'll really enjoy RC as well, even though that's another long one, because as long as Dolo isn't annoying as fuck, like even if I have to do like one trade every other lap at Aethers, it's still better than solo and it's nice. So I'm fine with that. Basically, I enjoy a lot of this game, skilling wise. PVM, I think I have a problem with group content because of my social anxiety issues, but besides that, I really like bossing. I think bossing is fun. I just have this thing about gear where I feel like I need to get best to do a boss. So that's put me off of doing bossing for a while, but I think besides skilling, I will start to do some bossing pet grinds because that's another thing I really like. It came from I really like shiny hunting. And when I first started playing the game and I learned about pets, I was like, that's the exact same thing in my mind. So I will definitely do some more pet hunts. I'm at like the only pets I have are like skilling pets and a 8 KC Jad pet because I got incredibly spooned while doing 99 Slayer. Um, but yeah, I think I will do more uh pet grinds in the future, especially with getting more money. Hopefully, swap rates for RS3 to old school stay down. I'm hoping it doesn't go up by the time I'm ready to swap, but who fucking knows. Um, but yeah, I think I've been really enjoying myself with the game, especially because I've been more talkative and interactive with my little corner of the community. And I've met some cool people and I've been talking more with cool people in the game. And I think that's super, super important to my enjoyment of the game because before when I was pure solo, I just felt I was still having fun doing the methods, but I just felt isolated. And that isolation is a big thing that I've learned, especially like over my life, I guess, that it's just not good to have. And avoiding that isolation, especially in a game that's an MMO, is probably the biggest factor to enjoying it, even though it is kind of a solo single player MMO most of the time for me. So joining a clan, having cool killers around you, having cool people around you, that's something that like fairly recently kind of got, and it's been really motivating me to be like, okay, I want to play this game more because I like the people who I'm playing the game with, even though I'm not like in game with them 100% of the time. Um, so yeah. Oh, also I got 1 bill XP since the last ramble. That was pretty cool. I think a lot of that came from the fact that I was doing smithing, which is high XP, and then I was doing fletching on farm runs, which is a bunch of XP as well. Um, so yeah, I I hit 3k HP too. I think EHP is not really my goal at all. My goal is purely XP. Like I want 200 mils, and I want, like, obviously I want to train them in efficient order. But like, for example, the smithing thing, if I'm not gonna do a method, the most efficient method, like I'm gonna find my own route, and EHP isn't gonna affect my decision there because like doing the most click intensive method isn't really the thing I play the game for. I just do methods I find fun. And Blast Furnace is way more fun than doing 3-tick 4G. So yeah. Um yeah, let me look at oh yeah, I was when I did Agi, my plan when I do Agi, my plan was to do Bake Pie Agi and then Firefax. And then once I get money, it was to do Ceradome Brews, maybe black TI bodies if they're getting botted and their price is hella down, but if not, just reds. Um Fletching, I do amethyst arrows because I cannot be fucked to set up mouse keys to do darts, and I cannot be fucked to do darts in general. Fuck that method. Um Slayer is probably the biggest wall. I used to absolutely hate Slayer, but with the introduction of the red potions, it just seems so much more chill. Like I probably would just do the Neve Slayer block list, no halting, just full chiller, sitting at like whatever that deer, um, the new deer Slayer monster is, getting 130k per hour. That seems hella chill. So I'll probably do something like that for Slayer, just Neve block list. I don't like Driftnet. I think it's like interesting. I think the method's interesting and is deeper than you would imagine, but I just don't like Driftnet as much as like I like 2-tick fishing. So I made the decision that I'm gonna do hunter rumors because that's pet hunting as well. So it's like overlap for pet hunting and skilling. And then I'll do 2-tick fish because I love 2-tick fish. That's like also one of my favorite methods in the game. Um and then I think that's about it for everything else. Oh, prayer. I plan on doing sacrificing infernal ashes during something. I don't know if I'm gonna do it during. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do it during, actually. I actually have no clue what the fuck I would do that during. Huh. I mean, I could do it during SEP. and then just do summer pies as my AFK. But yeah, I want a multi-skill prayer because Chaos Altar is AIDS. I just hate Chaos Altar. I hate anything wilderness related. I really don't like Predator versus Prey PvP dynamics. It feels like it takes the PvP out of it and just like it's no longer player versus player. It's player killing innocent, it feels like, and it's just not fun to me. Like, I could do it. I stuck it out for 99, even though that's like a 3-hour grind or whatever. But it's just not fun. I don't like it. And I don't like tank testing. I can't be fucked. So I'm gonna do that, or if I end up not being able to multi-skill it, I'll just force POH. Like, say fuck it and just do POH. And then all the combats should basically be through Slayer, besides like magic range defense. But those I can get through bossing and or barraging and chinning if I really want the 200 mil, but I'll probably just do it passively over bossing because there's no reason to waste XP doing chinning if I'm gonna buy a T-bow and use it at like bosses. I'd rather just slowly get 200 mil ranged. Because like those are skills in quotes. Like those are such quote skills because you get them so passively that like the 200 mils matter. Like obviously it's cool to get a 200 mil, but I don't care. Yeah, I think that's about it for what I wanted to talk about. I didn't really talk about IRL because it's just a lot. It's not fun, and I'm working through it, and that's all I'm really willing to share. Like, I don't know if I know you and you want to DM me about that, sure. But like, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I covered alting well enough. Oh, another goal. I want to max my main alt, and my goal to do that is, as well as doing Wrath runes stuff occasionally, my goal to do that is doing AFK methods for each skill that profit or break even. So stuff like Amethyst for mining, or like Karamwans for fishing or something like that. Just because like it'll upkeep the bond and get me close to the maxing, and I just think having 2 max capes on old school is cool. Eventually, also, I want to start an iron, but that's probably farther down the line. Iron is a lot to adjust to for me, so I need some time to work on that, especially when I'm not making alts actively. But I really do like a lot of the iron skilling methods. Stuff like Barb Lore and ZMI are just fun. I know I can do both of those on a main, but I just would rather do it where it's like considered efficient. It's just more fun where it's like 100% efficient. Plus, I wouldn't want to do Barb Lore over 2-tick. I would want to do 2-tick and then Barb Lore on a separate account. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. If you actually stayed for 23 minutes of watching me ramble while watching me get 200 mil smithing, thanks, I guess. I don't know why you would do that, but yeah, that's about it.